let's talk about Monday Night Raw, shall we? Shall we talk about Monday Night Raw being live in my yard? Burn it down! Monday Night Raw in the Scotiabank Arena, live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, in my yard, Roman, not yours, mine. So let's just skip to the main event, shall we? So let's just start from there, because I want to say a lot of stuff about that, and then we're just gonna go all over the place. So we have this tag team match: Roman against Dolph and Drew, right? And Roman Reigns did a lot of work. Then Strowman, he's begging for the tag. Like, Roman got his ass kicked a lot in the match as well. Strowman's begging for the tag. He just has his arm out. He's stomping on the steps. Get these hers, bro, and all that jazz, all that, right? So he gets the tag, and he's standing there and did nothing. And I thought, okay, what are you doing? Then I thought, did you forget what you had to do? And then he went on to, let Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler beat up Roman Reigns. And then he joined in, and then the Shield came out, and Rollins and Ambrose, they got their asses kicked too, and that was it. Roman and Rollins and Ambrose all got their asses kicked because they're trying to build sympathy for the Shield. We also had Kevin Owens quitting after losing to a great match to Seth Rollins in a great match in Toronto. And we had the Bellas on Raw tonight. Whoa, so what was the worst segment of the night? Was it Balor versus Corbin again? Nah. Was it Lashley versus the Ascension? Nah. Was it Alexa Bliss versus Natalya? Nah. It was Lisa Fox versus Natalya. Nah. It was the Bella Twins kissing ass backstage. So the Bella Twins is like, oh, hi, Rhonda. Hi, Natty. Hi, Trish. And then they're just talking, conversating, and just getting together, getting the phone out, selfie. Probably one of the ugliest poses I've ever seen for a selfie, but I digress. Nikki Bella just had to bring it up. Oh, we got Evolution coming up. It's great. Rhonda, I love the fact that you are the one that's representing this division. And by the way, next week, the Bellas are back in town. The Bellas are gonna wrestle. Who the fuck cares? Nobody. When the Bellas came out, I listened. I shut up and I listened to the crowd. My people have spoken. They booed the fuck out of the Bellas. Now, I have no problem with Brie Bella being with Daniel Bryan, because it adds to the rivalry and it's good. Makes sense. Maurice got involved. Now Brie wants to get involved. Makes sense. But with Brie and Nikki, first of all, the homie, I forgot his Twitter name. Fuck, I think it's Matthew. Is it Matthew? I think it's Matthew. Anyways, guy on Twitter, yeah. Matt the Misfit. That's it, yeah. Matt the Misfit. Okay, he brought it up that, okay, so fuck the draft, because wasn't Nikki Bella on SmackDown? Huh? And now she's on Raw? So we're just saying, okay, brand split don't mean shit. At least say, okay, their contract with SmackDown has ended. At least say that. No, you don't want to acknowledge it. My brain, my memory, my fucking brain is like the fucking WWE network. Whatever I see on my screen, I don't forget. I don't forget anything that happens in front of me on my screen. So when I watched it, what was it, July 19th? In 2016, people getting drafted left and right, and then Nikki Bella decides to sign with SmackDown Live, and then what? Whoa, how long was her fucking contract? 6 months? 5 months? A year? 2? How long was the contract? Because if the I'm speaking storyline, obviously. I'm not talking about real life. No, she's obviously signed with WWE, but just not in a in-ring capacity. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like what happened? What happened, man? Well, where the storyline at? You mean to tell me that you could at least say, oh, you know, Nikki Bella's contract ended on, her SmackDown Live contract ended, so we're gonna have, the Bellas be on Raw. But hold on a minute. We got another problem though. You see, Brie Bella's involved with a SmackDown situation. Why the fuck is she on Raw? Explain that to me. Why is Brie wrestling on both shows? Huh? Now, she may not be wrestling on SmackDown on a week-to-week basis, but with Raw, why is she on Raw? So, Nikki Bella will face Ronda Rousey at Evolution. And that's going to be the worst match of the night. I don't care if it was the best match of the night. I still am going to say it's the worst match idea of the night. I don't care what you could give me Dana Brooke versus Ronda Rousey. By the way, let's talk about Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke. I see that she likes Apollo Crews now. Apollo Snooze, man! A Crews? Yeah, no freaking Crews. You're on that Apollo Snooze. You must have took some NyQuil or something. Little sleeping pills. I don't know what you did. But you're on an Apollo Snooze, because every time I see Apollo Crews, I don't fucking care, and I doze off. I don't care about Apollo Crews. What's so good about Apollo Crews? Absolutely nothing. I like Titus O'Neil more than Apollo Crews. When Apollo Crews debuted in NXT years ago, I was like, okay, this guy could be something. 2 years later, 3 years later, ha! Ha! He's just a dude that's just getting paycheck after paycheck for doing absolutely nothing. But Dana Brooke, she came out and Titus O'Neil was like hyping her up, saying, you know what, you're going to be in the match with Sasha Banks here tonight on Raw. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, oh, maybe they might build up Dana Brooke here. I don't know what they're going to do, but let's see what's going to happen. I'm thinking, maybe? I don't know. But I'm thinking, please, Lord, please, let Dana get the win here. Now I'm probably thinking, whoa, you don't like Sasha Banks? What's going on? No, hold on. I like Banks, and I like Bayley. What I don't like is Boss and Hug Connection. Because Boss and Hug Connection is the worst tag team name. And it's the worst combination in a long time. Why are they together? Why did Kurt Angle spend weeks and weeks and weeks upon weeks upon weeks upon weeks upon weeks of them being in counseling because they're supposed to be besties and best friends? I thought this was a cutthroat business where you want to be the best. You can't be the best when you have somebody slowing you down. And I honestly think that Bayley is slowing down Sasha Banks and vice versa. I watched the Royal Rumble last year, 2017 Royal Rumble pay-per-view. I loved that pay-per-view. One of the best pay-per-views of the year. And the fact that Bayley was loved last year so much, and we wanted to see her beat Charlotte for the women's title, right? It's weird. And then 1 year later, I could give a rat's ass if she's there or not. I don't care about Bayley anymore. And that's WWE's fault. I don't care about Sasha Banks. No matter how many interviews she has, I don't care. I just don't care. She and Bailey suck. I like them both, but I'm not afraid to admit that they suck on TV right now. I wanted Dana Brooke to win that match because I feel like if Dana Brooke won that match, we would have got a shocker. And, you could have done something with Dana Brooke, build up this whole story, that she hasn't done much in WWE, how she's been struggling to find something to stick, something to click with the universe, If she got a big win over Banks, people would be like, holy shit! Ah, shit! And then you continue that ride of momentum, that wave of momentum, week and week, week after week after week after week, week after week after week. You could have had Dana Brooke get win after win after win after. But what you do? Big statement, tap out. That's it. Wow, Cause that's how you know Banks and Bailey really suck. When I really want Dana Brooke to beat Sasha Banks tonight. That's how you know they both suck. That's just me, okay? What's the only positive? I sound negative, I'm sorry. What's the only positive about this show? Dean Ambrose wrestling, that was number 1. Rollins and Kevin Owens, that's number 2. And Elias and Trish Stratus. That is it. The BT versus the Revival, I've seen that too many times. The tag title should have been on the line. The Revival should have won the belts right there. But we gotta wait till next week. and I think that's it. Balor beats Corbin by DQ. Corbin starts the match and then wins the match anyway. And that's it. That was Raw. There you go. Nothing much to go over. The show was It was decent, but we're going to SmackDown Live still in my yard. So let's see what's gonna go down. But if you want me to dissect something, I'll dissect Kevin Owens. This is the last thing I'm gonna say before I end the show, before I end the review. Kevin Owens lost a match, great match against Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental title. I know we've seen this. The last time we saw this was all the way back in April, where they fought, I believe. They had tag matches in between as well, but they had a match on Raw in London, England, I think. It was the UK tour for the Intercontinental title. That's when the last time they fought one-on-one, I think. Don't quote on me on that. But yeah. They had the match. Great match. I wanted Owens to win the match, but obviously I know it wouldn't make sense because, Rollins has to face Dolph Ziggler, blah, blah, blah. Anyways. So Kevin Owens lost. And he just, after the break, he just sat in the ring. And then he just said, you know what? I quit. What I wanted Owens to do in this situation was I wanted Kevin Owens to become like AJ Styles in TNA 2013. They probably thinking, what do you mean? What do you mean, grow his hair? And hold on, I ain't talking about all that shit. I'm just talking about character development, not his looks. He could keep a low cut beard and short hair. Get a haircut, whatever. I need to get a haircut too. So anyway, that's what I'm just saying. So Kevin Owens keeps a low profile. WWE sends out cameras to look after Kevin Owens. And they interview his wife and kids. And then Kevin Owens is like, what the fuck is this? Why is there cameras here? Pretty much almost the exact same way. Now, obviously, Kevin Owens does not freaking, Kevin Owens does not leave, on a motorcycle like AJ Styles did. But I'm sure Kevin Owens would, leave the area regardless, right? Something like that. But that's what I would do. He would be dark. He not super dark, but he would be quiet. He wouldn't be a talking. He wouldn't be a loudmouth as he normally is. He would be quiet. He would keep his thoughts to himself. He would be a babyface while doing all of this. That's exactly what I would do. And then, if possible, I will let Kevin Owens win the Royal Rumble. I will let Kevin Owens leave until January. Leave, and he doesn't come back until January. And then, he returns at the Royal Rumble. And then he wins it. He wins the Royal Rumble. I know I'd rather have The Miz do it so he can get his big shot at WrestleMania, but you got the Elimination Chamber for that, so fuck that. Anyways, but they're probably going to give that to Roman Reigns, so I digress. I would give it to Kevin Owens. He will win the Royal Rumble. He's on Raw, so he'll be going on to face the Universal Champion at WrestleMania, which could be Braun or still the Big Dog, right? That's what I would do. Kevin Owens wins it, and he speaks. I think he speaks either before WrestleMania or after WrestleMania. He finally speaks for the first time since leaving the WWE tonight on Raw. So, yeah, he goes to WrestleMania. He wins the Universal title. It's like this great, awesome story being told. That's exactly what I would do. You can't tell me you will not sympathize for Kevin Owens. You will not get behind Kevin Owens when he's going through all this, After losing and losing pay-per-view match and big match situations, he finally just breaks down and just says he quits. He lets his emotions get the best of him. He goes away, he takes a long break, and then he comes back and he wins the Royal Rumble, goes on to win the Universal title at WrestleMania. You can't tell me that won't work. Now, people are saying give that to Daniel Bryan, but Daniel Bryan has already had his moment in the sun at WrestleMania 30. And I understand you got to give him his opportunity back, but a Royal Rumble win, is it really that necessary? Nah, I don't think so. Let someone else get that. Kevin Owens has been treated like shit for 2 years now. As far as the main event scene, he's been stuck with the McMahons, and he's been nothing but a comedy character, in my opinion. I don't want that. I want him to be something of importance. You know what I mean? He hasn't had his rematch for the Universal title, so how does he get his rematch? He earns it by winning the Royal Rumble, and then goes on to WrestleMania and wins at WrestleMania. You can't tell me that will not work. That's my thoughts on Kevin Owens. That's what I would do. Anyone else will think otherwise, and okay, that's y'all business. But I'm just telling y'all what I would do with prize fighter in Kevin Owens. He sees the bigger prize, aka competing at WrestleMania, competing in the Royal Rumble, all of that for the Universal Championship that he never lost, or he lost but never got his rematch. So that's my thoughts on Kevin Owens quitting Monday Night Raw, storyline-wise. That's what I would do, storyline-wise. He goes away, kind of like AJ Styles in 2013, where he just lays it low. He's not on Twitter. He doesn't say much. And then, January 2014, boom. Or 2019, shit. I'm sorry, I'm watching a photo shoot on my TV. Ric Flair and Charlotte, all that jazz. I just see 2014 stuff on my screen, so my bad. Yeah, 2019, Royal Rumble. Kevin Owens comes back, wins the match, goes on to WrestleMania, wins the Universal title in the main event, and boom, there you go. That's what I would do. You like that? Tell me in the comments below. And that's my thoughts on Raw, and that's my thoughts on Kevin Owens and what WWE could do with Kevin Owens after he just quit WWE. Hope you guys enjoyed this Raw review. If you guys can, leave a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter @boy130gym. And I'll see you guys next time for more content on the channel. Later.